Vlad Tepes, the Impaler Prince. A name that sends shivers down the spine. A name whispered in fear, a shadow that loomed large over the lands of Eastern Europe. He ruled Wallachia in the 15th century, a time of great turmoil and bloodshed. Vlad was known for his cruelty, a ruler whose methods were as dark as the forest that surrounded his domain. His preferred method of punishment? Impalement. A slow, agonizing death that struck terror into the hearts of his enemies. Vlad's enemies met a gruesome end, their bodies left as a grim warning to others. He was a true horror. Vlad's brutality was legendary, a tale told in hushed tones around campfires. Stories of his deeds spread throughout Europe, carried by merchants and travelers. He became a figure of fear and fascination, a man whose name was synonymous with terror. One man was particularly captivated, Bram Stoker, an Irishman with a dark imagination. Stoker would go on to write one of the most famous novels of all time, inspired by the tales of Vlad the Impaler. His novel, Dracula, would forever link Vlad Tepes with the legend of the vampire, cementing his place in history as a figure of both horror and fascination. Bram Stoker heard the tales of Vlad Tepes. He was drawn to the darkness, the cruelty, the blood. Stoker began to research. He devoured everything he could find about Vlad. The more he learned, the more fascinated he became. An idea began to form in his mind. A story of a monster, a creature of the night, inspired by Vlad the Impaler. That creature would become Dracula. Bran Castle, a fortress that stands as a sentinel against the passage of time. Perched high on a cliff in Transylvania, it commands the landscape with an imposing presence, an imposing sight that has captivated imaginations for centuries. Its walls whisper tales of a history soaked in blood, stories of battles fought and lives lost. Legend has it that Vlad Tepes, the infamous ruler, once stayed within its walls. A prisoner of war, his spirit is said to have lingered long after his departure. The castle is said to be haunted by restless spirits, shadows that move on their own, whispers that echo through the halls. Visitors have reported strange noises that defy explanation, cold spots that send shivers down the spine, a feeling of being watched, as if unseen eyes are always observing, the air thick with an unspoken tension. Bran Castle is a place of mystery, shrouded in mist and legend. Its enigmatic presence is felt by all who visit. A place where the line between fact and fiction blurs, where historical myths and legends intertwine. Bran Castle remains an enduring enigma, a haunting silhouette against the Transylvanian sky. Section 4. Legends whispered in the night. Locals whisper of vampires, creatures of the night. They thirst for blood, they stalk the shadows. The stories are chilling, tales of the undead preying on the living. Some say Vlad Tepes himself walks the castle corridors, his soul restless, forever bound to the place of his imprisonment. These legends draw visitors to Bran Castle. They come seeking thrills, a glimpse into the darkness. Section 5. The castle's lingering shadow. Bran Castle stands as a testament to a dark past, a place where history and horror collide. Its towering spires and ancient walls have witnessed centuries of bloodshed and mystery. The castle's corridors echo with the whispers of the past, and every shadow seems to hide a secret. It is a place that awakens our deepest fears, where the line between reality and legend blurs. As you walk through its eerie hallways, you can't help but feel the weight of its history pressing down on you. It is a place that awakens our deepest fears. Vlad Tepes, the infamous ruler known as Dracula, may be gone, but his legend lives on. His story is etched into the very fabric of the castle, whispered in the shadows of the castle. Visitors feel a chill, a sense of unease, as if they are being watched by unseen eyes. The air is thick with the presence of those who once walked these halls. Every creak of the floorboards, every flicker of the candlelight seems to tell a story of its own. The castle is alive with the memories of its past. Bran Castle is a place where the past refuses to die. It clings to the present, reminding us of the darkness that once was and the shadows that still linger. It is a place where history and horror are forever intertwined. Section 6. Dracula's enduring allure. Bram Stoker's Dracula is a masterpiece of horror. It has terrified generations. Its influence is undeniable. Dracula is more than just a vampire. He is a symbol of our deepest fears, the darkness that lurks within us all. The legend of Dracula continues to fascinate, to horrify, to inspire. It is a story that will never die, just like the darkness that inspired it.